I welcome every single one of you, ladies and gentlemen out there, be it young or be it old. I hope you enjoy CSGO as much as I do. aTTaX against PANTERS. It looks, or it sounds as if the German team Penta is playing, but no, it's PANTERS. And we have, well, I don't know. We have the Norwegian side on a lifeline here. They weren't too strong on the first map. Alternate did have a strong AWP in Kiev, who repeatedly picked off the terrorist AWPer in the middle, in the terrorist side. And they also had aTTaX, who performed just as well with 27 frags for each one of them. Now, let's see what they can do on cash. Does 2 end at 16-9, and some HP wouldn't hurt. There we go. Kiev with the first frag. Fittingly, it's him opening up the second map, but Mystic with a reply. Stefan did put Skirk down to 7 HP. He finishes the job, and the terrorists are crammed in to a main. Kazuya with no problem onto paint. Polly and Mystic, the last man standing. They make it a 2v2 again, so let's see what they can do. Mystic with a headshot onto Stefan. They turning this round around again. It was a 4v2. It shouldn't have slipped away, but Mystic had such a good day today already. Crispy is down to 49. He doesn't have armor, and he runs in there. Polly has him covered, and PANTERS make it 1-0. It was looking like a round that was straightforward for aTTaX, but maybe it was looking too easy. Maybe they relaxed a little too much. The Germans looking down the barrel now. Deagles for everyone. A Deagle round, El Clasico, so to speak. Old school 1.6 playing style. And I will update the best of 3 score as Kazuya updates Polly. You have to watch your teammates now. That's the update I have for you. aTTaX is doing the damage here with the Deagles. Crispy has eyes on Skirk, but the Mac-10 through the boxes. Well, I mean, not entirely through the boxes, but partially through the boxes. And Stefan and Kiev can at least get one more frag together, in my opinion. Mystic will not allow Stefan to do so, but Kiev has Mystic, and wow, another triple kill by him. 6-0 already. Alternate don't have anything to work with in this round, so I expect a quick 3-0. It's Alternate's map pick, by the way, if you just tuned in and have missed the pause screen. It wouldn't be the first best of 3 that a team loses its own map pick and wins the enemy's map pick. aTTaX and Kiev are still around, but they don't have, well, as I mentioned already, they don't have anything to do in this round, except for doing some damage, maybe getting a frag, but even getting a frag will be hard at that stage. So first weapon round, let's see if aTTaX can stop what PANTERS are starting. Kazuya can definitely do that. A triple kill inside the A-bomb side. Paint and Polly. Kazuya is doing another one. And this leaves it up for his teammates to kill one terrorist. And he was already committed to the A-bomb side. No chance for PANTERS on that straight A take. Kazuya had everything covered. And he gets himself up to 6 frags. Just like Mystic was. 0 for aTTaX, and I'm curious to see if PANTERS can maintain that lead as soon as aTTaX steps in and steps up. The same goes for Kiev. So if aTTaX have aTTaX and Kiev on point, Panthers need to have somebody else to step up as well. Mystic and Polly would be the guys that I would turn to. Mystic already did the damage. And Polly is yet to start. There is Keith with a second. And that makes it really hard for the terrorists to maintain map control. I mean, they have gathered some map control, but now they are so spread out that it's really hard to plug their holes in case the CTs get one more frag. The terrorist attack will collapse. No kills for the terrorists still. They have spotted a few CTs, but they fail to collect the deadly blows. Now Polly on the edge of the smoke, still waiting. 35 seconds on the clock, still plenty of time for Panthers. No time to necessarily re-rotate, but if they commit to B, that should be possible. Skirk with a tiny gap onto Crispy in middle. That is definitely the frag that the terrorists needed to open it up. And now they send Polly into the B bomb set. He goes down to aTTaX, and in the meantime his teammates made their way into the A bomb set through Speedway, and they only have 12 seconds. Mark goes down to Keith, and he picks up his 4th kill of the round. Crammed into the corner, but doesn't matter for him. The frag is a frag, and aTTaX with a 2nd round on the board. Panthers converted their pistol round into the 2 consecutive ones, but that's all they were able to achieve. Keith has his lovely orb back, and that is playing its role as well. Mystic waiting for aTTaX to take another peek into middle. He's not going to give him that gift though. Skirk in the meantime picked off Crispy. And the terrorists made their way into middle. aTTaX with the right timing. Kazuya and Stefan chime in with their own frags. And it's Skirk and Paint on their own. They have the bomb with them. They can plant it rather quickly without any interception by the CTs. But nades and Molotovs will take down Paint to 6 HP. He still stays alive. And that allows Skirk to get another frag. Now can he do some more? He's flashed and tagged down. Paint gets his hands on the weapon. And the CTs will dispose of him without letting him get eyes on any of the CTs. The nade will blow him apart. And aTTaX make it 3-3. Now Panthers struggling a little bit. They lost the majority of their HP, not their HP, their money, and they really need to do something about that. They have to pick up rounds, otherwise they will be on a save in the next one. You can see that on your own screen now. The Norwegians know what's at stake. Not only the life in the tournament, but more so this map. I mean, this map is their tournament life. But if they don't win this round, the map will be really hard for them. And at the same time, staying in a tournament will get harder and harder the more CT rounds aTTaX gets. Mystic is pushing forward into B. Doesn't see anyone, so Polly takes point in middle. He spotted somebody there, but not he wasn't prepared for that, so he didn't pull the trigger quickly enough. He waits for the CT's rotation movement. Nobody there still. Mystic drops the bomb behind, and the incendiary nades will slow the terrorists down. 30 seconds on the clock. 4 CTs inside the site. This will be tremendously hard for Panthers to win. Even if they get a few frags, there will be endless supply of additional players for the CTs, and Mystic is tagging his own teammate in the hands. Stefan gets a double kill. Polly and Mystic with their own frags, but 9 seconds will not be enough to plant the bomb. It's Paint on his own against 3, and Crispy has him taken down. 4-3. aTTaX win 4 rounds back to back. And get back into the driving seat. Kazuya didn't pick up a single frag in the past few rounds. Did he? He did? Oh, he was at 6. So he did pick up 1 frag in the previous rounds. But it's his teammates taking over. The teammates I mentioned. Crispy with the double in middle. Now everything slides out of control for the terrorists. I mean, they are in a safe situation. But not getting any frags will definitely have its impact on their mentality. On their mindset. Oh, Mark is so angry. He just runs through the flames. Doesn't matter for him anymore. No deagle hits by Skirk either. It takes 5-3 up. The terrorists are back on money though. Skirk with the premature spray through the smoke to keep the CTs from pushing to the boost spot, but it happens nonetheless, and Tizian with the headshot onto Mystic on the boost. The terrorist caught off guard, receiving that first kill, and Keith with another one. I really feel for Panthers now. It must be so hard to play against Alternate at that stage, when they attack you from 2 different angles, and you have nothing to work against, or nothing to work with. No map control, no teammates anymore. Skirk and Mark somehow have to make the next 1 minute as entertaining as possible while not going down. Crispy gets that frag, but Kazuya goes down and Skirk alone on the side. 3 CTs in Speedway already. 1 is coming in from the back. And they will even boost each other up. Tizian and Crispy boost Stefan up there. And now Stefan goes for the frag. Thorough play by Alternate. They might have avoided the bomb from going down, but you know, sometimes you don't want to ask for the best. But, you know, winning the round is still good enough for them, and bringing 4 players to the next round. Giving them a good financial cushion there. The terrorists on the other side are running out of financial cushions. They have to lose a bonus, and that's all they can work with. It's enough for a buy round this time around. They don't get the bomb planted. Well, they might be forcing it up nonetheless. First frags in middle, and it's Crispy picking up the double again. And that's something that is not necessarily aTTaX playing good, but also sometimes Panthers not being up for the challenge, or to the challenge. If you lose 2 players like that in middle, you have to criticize yourself. You have to think about what you're doing wrong, and then yeah, and then you have to focus on your play, on your opponents. I think Panthers are getting a little nervous here, and maybe those small mistakes that slip in, they make each other mad, and if you're mad, you're not performing. But Paint is still performing, and he's drawing it back to a 2v3. Kazuya is still inside A, but he's taken refuge in A main now. That's a play by him to change the angle. Be a little cheeky about it. And now the terrorists are... Kazuya just lost track of the action here. But he still finds Paint in the end. aTTaX make it 7-3. And another weapon round. Obviously the loser bonus helps PANTERS. They lack some of their grenades that they could have used. 3 smokes not available for them. But Polly runs through. Crispy is crispy now. His shots are crispy. 4v5 already. PANTERS with a desperation A go. Sometimes the most simple things are the ones that work the best. But Stefan is coming in from the back. He took out Skirk already. And now he's on the... Yeah, he's on the hunt for some more. And he will also pick that up. 8-3 in favor of aTTaX. Even though PANTERS did have a small amount of hope in the middle of the round when they got the opening frags on A. aTTaX is so confident in their own ability that they run through the map like Stefan just did. Came all the way into the back. Easy job for him. And there goes another one. Double kill for him. Keith and Crispy stole 2 frags away. And Keith with the last. 9-3. It looks like PANTERS are giving up a little bit. Maybe this rifle round can change that. Mystic had such a sick start into the game with 7 frags in 3 rounds. But then he just fell flat. And he's getting that frag in middle, yes, but he was burned and shot by Tizian. The Germans make it a 4v4 again. They have 2 players in Speedway, waiting for PANTERS to make their move. Skirk is opening the door to hell for Crispy, and Kazuya is on his own. He picks off Mac, catching him off guard, but Skirk with the reply. 3v2. The terrorists proceed to the site. Paint is looking for some frags. Stefan will do that onto his teammate. And Polly and Paint have to hold on to the bomb. It's going down. It's taken away. Tizian with the frag onto Polly. And Paint with a double spray down. Desperation sometimes is your best friend. And this time, PANTERS have finally gotten themselves over the finish line of a round. Even though it was a real struggle, it worked out in the end. And aTTaX have enough money. They still have enough money for the next round, even if they should lose it. But PANTERS wouldn't. So this round is important so much. Is worth so much and so important for both teams. Mark with the opening frag, and Skirk once again through Squeaky gets rid of Kazuya over there. There is still one more CT, and he has all of them lined up in front of him. Crispy with the first. Oh, he messed up on Mark, but it's a 4v1 either way. Even if he had made it a 3v2, he would have surely been traded by the terrorists. Now PANTERS with the 5th round on the board. And aTTaX with the last chance to make it 10-5. A 10-5 on the CT side would be a very good scoreline. Even the 9-6 is a good scoreline, so the Germans shouldn't worry too much. Mark gets the first and runs away with his life. Stays in position while Skirk opens up onto Kazuya. Now a quick trade on the A and middle. On the A bomb side and on middle. Leaving it at a 4v2. Polly is spotted in mid. Ah, but he catches Crispy hopping around on the railing. Keith is the last man. He's got the orb. That's his weapon that he would wish for in those situations. But he gets picked off by Polly. And when I said I think that PANTERS might have given up, I said it in this round. They started up picking up. I mean, they got 3 rounds in a row. So, did they listen to me? I don't know. If you do so, please tweet at me. My Twitter handle is DabuTV. 14 frags for Stefan. Someone that we haven't seen on top of aTTaX for quite a while. But I'm always happy to have a different set of players doing the fragging. On the other side, we have 10 for Skirk, 9 for Polly and Mystic. Pistol round is up. aTTaX with the B bomb site push. The CETs have 3 players around, and a quick trade results in a 4v4. Mac with the headshot onto Stefan. Mark with a second. Tizian and Kazuya alone against the rest of the world. They have the bomb on the back of Kazuya. He stays back. And Tizian makes his way onto the A bomb site. It's covered by paint though, so they would spot Tizian on his way to A. Oh, no, he didn't. Did he? Now he spotted him. Oh, quick headshot. Good shot by paint. Kazuya switches the weapon and goes down. Switches to spectator mode. Panthers have the first round in the second half. And now it's up to them to extend that lead. The T's have the force buy, probably. No, they don't. Okay, they go for Deagles. Not a full investment by aTTaX. And they also lost the first player. So the CT is doing a good job getting those mandatory frags in there. Mark with another one there. And Kazuya is just trying to pick up one of the CTs. Doesn't happen though. Panthers make it 8-9, and now they are on the verge of drawing this game. Slow start to this round, despite aTTaX having a Tech 9. Didn't go for that Tech 9 rush, or, you know, the let's try to pummel them. Mark with a nice double spray on top of the roof, another one. And Kazuya and Crispy, they will surely not push through the smoke, but maybe they try to kill Mag. Paint drops the bomb carrier. And Crispy is not having an inch against Mystic. 9-9, Panthers will draw the game thanks to the win in the pistol round. Mark already close in on middle. Mystic is his support player there. And at the same time he's occupied with covering of Squeaky, so he's kind of doing the splits at the moment. Polly's doing the same here. He's covering A main, or was covering A main. The CTs changed their positions. Mystic stays on A with Polly, while Mark retreated into sandbags and Paint in a key position here. The terrorists are getting ready for a middle execution. And now Mystic gets a little impatient here. He wants to spot some more terrorists. Doesn't do so. It's Mark who spots the action. First one down already. 4v5. Mark steps out and goes down. But Mystic with the avenging frag, trying to spot some more of the terrorists, but decides to retreat again. Now Paint with the P90. Kazuya thought he has checked that corner. Oh, Kazuya jumps on top of the crate, and Paint is not getting the frag. 3v3. Now Keith gets tagged majorly, down to 28. Skirk with a frag on the Crispy. but Kazuya pushed through to the CT spawn. Mystic was pushed out all the way into heaven, and he was turning around, tried to battle it out with Kazuya, but Kiev got the frag thanks to that. 1v2. Polly with the clutch at hand. The first rifle round. It would determine the way of PANTERS in this map. I'm pretty sure of it. He's inching forward. He spots the first one. Kiev is getting killed, and now it's Kazuya. Oh, he reveals his position. Polly is losing HP very, very quickly, and Kazuya is not wasting the chance. 10-9 for aTTaX. PANTERS did put up some resistance, but it wasn't enough. And it was a very chaotic round at that. A few key frags, especially the one onto Paint in front of the B bomb site over here by Kazuya. And the frag on Mystic, who was pushed out in heaven by Kiev, who was shooting from there. It was Kazuya that pushed, or that made Mystic push out a little bit too far, so it was possible for Kiev to get the frag in the first place. And Kiev is doing what he does best, shooting heads left and right. This time it was Polly's head that got taken off his shoulders. Galil still for Tizian, so the terrorist money could be better, could be more healthy. Same goes for PANTERS, both teams on the verge of a save. The terrorists getting ready for that execution. Mark and Mystic, they can't really support each other. At least Mystic can't really support Mark. And that is something that could bite PANTERS in the backside. The terrorists are getting closer and closer. Ready for that execution. The CTs have zero information. They will be caught completely, well, not really by surprise, but you know, the two players will know, but the rest will rotate. Mystic gets traded quickly, and it's a 4v2 now. Skirk with the last stand. He puts down one to 13 HP and gets rid of one more, but Stefan with the trade. It's a 1v3 in favor of the terrorists. The bomb is ticking. Paint has some equipment to work with, but will he use it on the retake, or does he favor the save? Well, he seems to favor the trade. Now he certainly does. The flash would have delayed the push a little bit too much, and he tries to get maybe another exit frag. Doesn't happen. The terrorists take the safe route out. Their own money, as I mentioned before, is not too healthy. At least not yet, so they don't want to risk it. And Paint will stay alive with his weapon. Something that PANTERS could use to put up some resistance here. They need an upset now. They need to upset, alternate, and if they do so, they need to save as many weapons as possible. They have Skirk on the Deagle, and Paint has an idea on where to go, even though Mystic is already down. Mark is still around in middle, so even though the first frag fell in middle, the area is still under control. Now look at Polly and Paint. Oh, Paint didn't get the frag on Kiev, and now he's been shut down by by the AWP player of the terrorists. A cheeky plan by the CTs didn't work out. Skirk is alone in A. Polly is racing towards middle. Tries to plug a hole over there, but aTTaX completely ignore middle. Polly and Skirk will probably save what they have. A defuse kit on Polly. Armor on Skirk. Doesn't hurt to bring it to the next round, especially with the weapon on Polly. And aTTaX could send 2 or 3 players to hunt for the weapons. I don't know if they feel like it. Maybe the scoreline is not big enough for them yet. Maybe they rather stay defensively Well, Keith is the last player I would send forward. He's got the most nades, he's got a Tech 9, he's got an orb. If he would drop all that, it would be a huge dent in the finances of the terrorists. Yeah, but he stays alive, so it doesn't matter. 12-9 now for aTTaX. 4 more rounds to go for the Germans. Panthers have a team effort on the board. The same goes for aTTaX. Nobody's really sticking out too much. It's not like they get carried by one individual. It's just everyone doing his job, and it's the CTs not doing their job, at least not initially. Mystic with only one frag in middle, and Crispy disposes of him to make it a 4v3 again. A man disadvantage for Panthers. A situation that they should be accustomed to by now. At least in this game, they lost quite a lot of those early battles. Polly's on the box. He's looking for the frag. He does pick it up onto Kazuya. And it's a 2v3, but Crispy makes it another 2-man advantage for the terrorists. Paint is on the way to middle. Surprises Keith. Had his pants down for a second. And the bomb is on the way to B. It will be planted over there. Crispy is on the rotation as well. He wants to support his teammate as quickly as possible. Paint will figure that out. And now he's on the way to B as well. He has to push through the smoke. There's not much room for error anymore. He doesn't spot the terrorist, and Stefan will dispose of him. aTTaX make it 13-9. And Panthers don't have enough money for a buy. They will invest some money in upgraded pistols, probably. But they call that a little late. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, Skirk had the most money. Now he ends up with 1.7. And an MP9. And no armor. So that is weird. And the middle control play didn't work out for the CTs either. Alternate with a quick double kill by Keith. Making it look so easy. Now Polly gets killed by Tizian. Even though he hit the head. Was just not close enough for the one shot, one kill. Skirk waiting for some prey to walk by in middle. But nobody's doing that anytime soon. Paint does the same on the A-bomb side. And the terrorists are getting close to A main. So Paint could do the difference here. Make the difference. Now he's getting flashed out. Completely white. Skirk with the MP9. Gets one frag. Gets some money. But aTTaX will get the round. Can Panthers really mount that comeback? The terrorists managed to get 5 rounds in a row. They have saved up so much money on 3 players they can drop for each other. And they can stretch out those buy rounds. If they get a bomb plant in between, they can stretch it even further. By that time, the loser bonus will have stacked up as well. So Alternate would be able to buy up all the time. If they win a round and then lose one. They would still, well, I mean, if they lose this round, let's say they lose this round, and they win the next one, and then lose another one, then they might run out of money because of the loser bonus being reset. But if they start losing rounds consecutively, they will most likely not run out of money anytime soon. It will be enough to buy up 3 rounds, loser bonus stacking up, bomb plant in between somewhere, and then you will be buying again, maybe one save, and then you're back on weapons, maximize loser bonus. It will all work out for aTTaX. And that's why I don't really fancy Panthers' chances. And again, it's the CTs with the man down. They have to go aggressively. They have to go for some info, and they do so successfully on the B bomb site. Now Payne drops one of them. The bomb carrier is down. Keith already knows his counterpart is on the outside of B, but he looks for the frag in the wrong moment. Mag is prepared for that and gets the frag. Now that boost didn't happen. Didn't work out. Kazuya wants to try it again, but 8 seconds on the clock. Don't allow to fool around anymore. They quickly put it down. And now Kazuya is popping up and down. The nade in the face and the shot right to follow. Skirk with a second frag. He's coming alive for the CTs. And Panthers make it 14-10. They are back on the board. And the terrorists, as I said, they will be able to buy up anyway. They should even drop. I mean, Crispy should think about starting to drop weapons for his teammates. I think that's what he did just now. Yeah, somebody must have dropped for Tizian. Otherwise, he would hit the 16k and then he would not get any money anymore. But him hitting 16k would be quite surprising now. Polly with the AWP frag, Payne with one to follow, and Mark still working on the vents, getting rid of Keith, making it a 5v2. Seems like Panthers are coming back again. Just like I said, when I thought they were giving up in the first half, and I said I think they were giving up. And suddenly they managed to win 3 rounds in a row and string 3 more rounds in the second half together to that. So it was 6 rounds in a row for Panthers. Now they make it a 2-round streak already. And now the terrorists will run out of money already. That was a big investment again. If they lose this, they would need 1 save and then they should be back on weapons again. A execution by aTTaX. Why not try it? If you failed everywhere else, try to go for the normal execution. Try your luck with that. And a quick flurry of kills makes it a 4v3. Mag comes in, gets rid of Forklift. 2v4. Keith and Crispy, the last man alive. They have planted a bomb. They got themselves out of that situation and now they're working together. Keith goes down to Payne and Crispy gets traded by Mystic. 2-man survive for the CTs. Both ops get saved. And Panthers are clawing their way back into the matchup. 14-12. aTTaX just short of a buy round. So they go for the save. And that's, if they had planted the bomb in this one, would have been different. But doesn't matter for now. They have to cope with the situation they got themselves into. Tech 9s across the board for aTTaX. All of them lining up for the execution. Paint is on the other side. For now, both teams have a classic standoff. 3 CTs on the other side of that smoke. And alternate runs through that. Mystic with the first frag. Kazuya is quick to get the first and the second and the third. Kazuya goes big for aTTaX. 2v3 now. Skirk and Polly on the rotation. But it's a little bit too late. Everything is smoked off. It's Molotoved off. It's incendiary-nated off. And the bomb is taken in favor of the terrorists. They will get 1 frag with their own incendiary nade. But Kazuya is quick to reply with his 4th frag of the round. Skirk is alone. He's looking for the frag. But Kazuya and Tizian have a perfect position here. Kazuya is waiting for his prey to walk past. Skirk wants to get that frag. He does that. Denies the ace. Tizian teasing Skirk now. Skirk is not on the defuse. Now he's faking again. And it should be Tizian's round to win. Oh, that was a little bit close. Now he goes for the full frag and he does pick it up. aTTaX make it 15-12 with a quad kill by Kazuya. The triple with the Tech 9. Just taking a leap of faith through the smoke. Turning around, getting the frag over here. Running into vents, getting 2 more frags over there. Now, The last chance for Panthers to get back into this best of 3. aTTaX won 16-9, I believe, on the first map. Yes, it was 16-9 on this too. Panthers had the first frag. Now that gets equalized by Tizian. And Alternate is slowing down. Mystic with a magical kill onto Kazuya on the B-bomb side. Relieves some pressure from that side and gives his teammates the chance to rotate a little bit. Now it's the CTs on the desperate rotation by Mystic. The rest of the squad is already there, but Crispy and Tizian make it a 3v2. Paint is on the truck. He's waiting for Mystic. He's coming in from behind. He will pick off Stefan, making it a 2v2. The bomb is taken. Oh, he's missing that one. Shot goes down to Crispy. A 1v2. Still feasible for Paint. Both of the terrorists are tagged down to less than 50 HP. They know where he is. And the bomb is taken faster and faster by the second. And he will go down to Crispy's headshot. 16-12 in favor of Alternate. Even though Mystic came up with a triple kill, it wasn't enough in this last round. Alternate will proceed to the playoffs of the 99Damage Masters with $20,000 up for grabs. They will join the ranks of SK Gaming and... wait a second. I will make it really tense to announce which other teams. Dignitas and Bloschexpressen. The Swedish X-Dendity, X-Property, a mixed team with Berg and company. So we have quite stacked playoffs. You will be able to see them next week. And I hope you enjoyed this show today. Panthers definitely put up a fight. And I hope to see them around next time when it is CSGO action time on my channel. So I thank you guys at home for tuning in. I would really appreciate you giving me feedback through my Twitter account, also through my Facebook, and you can also win something if you want to. You know, if you're an upcoming video editor, you can win something in the 99Damage Masters video contest. I put the link in the chat, so you can check that out on Dailymotion. It's in the chat box. And if you have any questions, just fire away on Twitter. I thank you all guys for tuning in. This has been quite a thrilling second map. But congratulations to Alternate for getting through to the playoffs.